Now, I had planned to do a lion dance, and spit up some lettuce, and then talk about what is love. But unfortunately, I had to rewrite my entire speech. That's okay. So, Jay and I have known each other a long time, almost as long as Jay's dad. We were roommates in college together. How did we become roommates? We were both in the same 7-year medical program, and Jay, on his roommate application, asked for an Asian 7-year medical program roommate. So he got me. But the nice thing about that, I lived with Jay for a long time. We lived together freshman year, and then we lived next door to each other for the rest of college. So I do have some insight about what it is to live with Jay and how that goes. You know, luckily he handles things very, very well. In the first week of college, I was out and we met some friends, and we came back to the room and we walked in the room, and there Jay is. He's got no shirt on, standing in his underwear. But you know what? He's the buffest Asian guy I ever saw. Stephanie, congratulations on that. Other things that I remember about Jay, one time we took a class together where it involved us, we had to read 5 full books. It's The Story of the Stone, very famous Chinese series. And of course, Jay, he's a hard worker. He read all, every time the reading was assigned, he would read it. He read through all 5 books. And I just remember, I got through like the first book and a half. And I said, Jay, and the final paper was, write a synopsis of The Story of the Stone. And I said, Jay, what am I going to do? I don't know what to do. And so I read Jay's synopsis of The Story of the Stone, and then I wrote my paper. And he was totally cool with it. He didn't even mind that he ended up with a B-, and I got a B+. Last piece of advice I have for Stephanie is to understand, we realized this last night, both her and I have similar sleeping habits. Jay likes to go to bed early, he's like an old man, goes to bed, good time, wakes up at an early time. I used to stay up until 2 or 3 in the morning, and then I'd set my alarm, and then I'd snooze it, and then snooze it again, and snooze it again. One time, Jay, I don't believe this, Jay tells me I snoozed the alarm for 4 hours. And he's such a nice guy, he never unplugged the alarm, he didn't turn it off. He just let me keep doing it. I would get up every 9 minutes, snooze the alarm, and I think Stephanie's the same way, so she's Jay's grown up a lot, he's become a lot since then. As a couple people mentioned, he's published a lot, he's started a dermatology residency in the program he's at. He's the most published he was the most published dermatology resident in the history of PubMed, I think. And this is shocking to me, coming from a guy who used to spend all of his hours plotting how we could figure out how to organize dorm-wide games of computer games and StarCraft and card games, and somehow he ends up with this. So it's pretty impressive. But why am I telling you all this? A couple reasons. One is that Jay has always been a really, really good friend. He's very patient. He's he's very thoughtful, very considerate, and so I think that bodes well for you guys. The second reason I tell you this is that Jay's always aimed very, very high. He's always decided this is what he wants. He knows what he wants. He picked something very, very high in the sky. He went for a dermatology residency. He went for his Asian, medical program roommate. He works hard for this stuff, and he gets it. And this time he aimed really high, and he got Stephanie, and I think he did a great job. And I think they're gonna have I just met Stephanie last night, and I can already tell that they're a great match together. I'm so happy for them, and I just want everyone to raise a glass for them, give a toast, Jay and Steph. Congratulations.
Aww.